Forced labor in Germany. Unscrupulous managers offer women's services for a few euros. We are exploring Germany's hidden parallel world, revealing the shadows of the industry and documenting the operations of Asian organizers. Originally, this reportage was meant to focus on the around 100,000 homeless people on German streets. The majority come from Eastern Europe. Bulgarians, Romanians, but also Poles. They have left their homeland and now live on Germany's streets. You don't have to look long for them. They can be found at every major train station. As we dive into this parallel world, our research takes an unexpected turn. Some homeless people tell us about former vulnerable women who were taken advantage of here in Germany.
The industry has grown significantly here in recent years. I've heard there are even women on the street scene who are pressured into it. I think they're the cheapest ones. It's just awful.
Intrigued, we decide to follow this lead. Our first destination is the street scene in Frankfurt. Here, the hardship becomes visible, which has long become part of the German cityscape. Our suspicions are confirmed immediately. One woman in the industry reports, Asian women keep showing up without papers, without ID. They have to work here. We want to know under what conditions these women have to work.
There are many people who simply take advantage of these girls. They only go to these women and pay, for example, just 5 euros.
She can't give us an exact location for the Asian women, but we get a new hot lead. A social worker has been caring for one of the vulnerable women for a long time and supporting her. Since we only have a vague description, searching for her is like looking for a needle in a haystack. Meanwhile, we get a clearer picture of the suffering of the people that unfolds day after day in Frankfurt's train station district. After hours of searching, we finally succeed. We meet the social worker in front of a homeless shelter. She is willing to speak with us anonymously.
Recently, a 19-year-old was here. She was here for 2 months, and she's suddenly gone and hasn't been seen for 4 days. I'm afraid something has happened to her. I saw her like a little sister and advised her to leave here quickly.
Despite this disappointment, we get a crucial hint. The social worker has heard that in Cologne, there are private apartments being used for such situations. We head to Cologne, about 200 kilometers away, to follow this new lead. Cologne and the surrounding cities are known throughout Germany for their thriving brothel scene. These public brothels, found all over the city, are tolerated by the German government and strictly regulated. Women offer their services in full public view. They stand behind display windows, while potential clients select the women according to their preferences. In Cologne too, our first stop is the street scene. This time, however, the caravans on the outskirts of the city, which are repeatedly the target of police investigations. During a raid a few days earlier, widespread unauthorized activity was detected. Here too, the state's helplessness is evident. One of the remaining women gives us an internet address where Asian women's services are still being offered. Upon closer research, we can hardly believe our eyes. Thousands of ads distributed all over Germany. The uniform wording and the striking similarities in the texts raise strong suspicions that an organized criminal structure is behind it. We pretend interest and make contact. Through a chat, we are presented with the offer.
Hey, I've heard I can meet you. What does an hour cost?
Wait a moment, my dear. 15 minutes for just 30 euros, an hour for 50 euros, 150 euros for the night. You can do whatever you want, even without protection.
Where can I meet you?
Later, it turns out the chats were not conducted with the women themselves, but exclusively with the people behind them. With more than 10 clients per day, it's only a matter of time until the women contract a serious illness like HIV or hepatitis. We pretend serious interest and arrange a meeting with a hidden camera to document everything. The path leads us to one of Cologne's most notorious problem areas. Poverty and crime prevail here. Germans are clearly in the minority. The authorities largely avoid these neighborhoods, perfect conditions for organizers. We reach a rundown apartment block. The target is a window with red curtains. That's where the meeting is supposed to take place soon. But first, we observe the building from a safe distance. You keep seeing men entering the building through the front entrance. After some time, they leave again, often through the back entrance and not infrequently disguised. Then everything happens in a flash. I receive the name for the doorbell and am instructed to come up immediately. I enter the stairwell and shortly after, the apartment. An Asian woman opens the door. The conditions are shocking. The one-room apartment is darkened, the blinds drawn. Sanitary facilities are practically non-existent, only a tiny kitchenette. I try to engage her in conversation to learn more.
How long have you been here?
I've been living here for 4 weeks. I'll move on when no one wants to meet me anymore.
And where will you go then?
I don't know. They'll tell me when the time comes.
Even these few answers are enough to understand what kind of deceptive game is being played here. Under a pretext, I leave the apartment again. This one example shows unauthorized activity in the industry is flourishing in Germany like never before. The actual scale is hard to quantify, but tens of thousands of women are likely stuck in exactly such precarious and exploitative situations. This concludes our current research. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more investigative reportages from Germany and Europe.